Today we're diving into Barney Farms, a gorgeous master plan community by Fulton Homes in Queen Creek, Arizona. As you know, I love Queen Creek. It's catching the eyes of many buyers in 2025. Whether you're relocating to the Phoenix metro area or just curious about this farm-themed neighborhood, we've got you covered with a full breakdown of its amenities, school ratings, crime stats, pros and cons, everything that makes Barney Farms home. So grab a coffee, hit the subscribe button, and let's jump in. First, let's set the scene. Barney Farms is located at the northeast corner of Signal Butte and Queen Creek Roads in Queen Creek, as I mentioned, which is one of the fastest growing towns about 40 miles southeast of downtown Phoenix. It spans over 500 acres. This community is or will be home to 1,700 single family residences built around a stunning 24-acre deep water lake. Yes, you heard that right, a lake in the desert. And there's not many of these out in the Queen Creek area. Fulton Homes, Arizona's largest family-owned builder, designed Barney Farms to honor the Barney family's 89-year farming legacy, giving it a unique rural charm with modern flair. Homes range from about 1,700 square feet to 4,600 square feet, with prices starting in the mid-400s and going up around $700,000-800,000. Think customizable floor plans, single-story and loft options, and you might be thinking, what the heck is a loft? Well, it has a single-story roof line, so from the outside it looks like a one-story home, but it is actually inside a two-story home. And these lofts, I mean, it's a full-on huge entertaining space. And then most of the loft homes also have additional bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs. And then, of course, one of the nicer features with these particular layouts is they can do anywhere from a 2-car, 3-car to 4-car garage. When we say customizable, the cool thing with most of Fulton's plans is they can maneuver them to fit what you need for your home and lifestyle. So for some people, they need extra bedrooms, and for others, not so much. They just need the extra space for their projects or their storage, or maybe they really enjoy having a boat or an ATV or motorized bikes, because there's just so much to do out in that area that you need a place to store your goodies. If you're picturing a vibrant, family-friendly community with a resort-like vibe, you are on the right track. Now let's talk about what makes Barney Farms feel like a staycation every day. The amenities. The centerpiece is, of course, that 24-acre lake, which is perfect for kayaking, paddleboarding, canoeing, and the catch and release fishing. Now, you cannot swim in the lake, but you can get in it, just going about it a different way. It has 3 floating docks and an aquatic biologist, ensuring a balanced ecosystem so it doesn't smell nasty. It's just beautiful. Surrounding the lake is a mile-long trail with a pedestrian bridge, ideal for morning jogs or evening strolls. The Ira A. Fulton Aquatic Center is a standout. It really is, featuring leisure, lap, sports, and kids pools. Though a heads up, they're not heated, so winter dips, they're going to be a bit chilly, and they use a badge card system to get in and out, so it is exclusively for the residents of Barney Farms. You'll also find sand volleyball, pickleball, bocce courts, and even zip lines for the kids or just the young at heart. Barney Farms has 6 neighborhood parks, each with shaded tot lots, basketball courts, barn-themed ramadas. They're just adorable. Plus 2 specialty parks with flower gardens, prairie walks, and water features. The community center is nicknamed The Barn, is the hub for events from holiday parties to fitness classes, and Raven Point Landing Recreation Center, which offers additional gathering spaces. With 114 acres of open space, including a 15-acre Central Park, there's no shortage here of green areas for picnics or play dates. And I hear a lot of people when they move to Arizona, they say, oh, it's all so brown. Not true at all. We have a number of communities that really focus heavily on bringing that green, beautiful, lush, vibrant feeling to the subdivision, and Barney Farms is absolutely one of those. So as I mentioned, residents access these amenities with key fobs, and while most are first come, first serve, you can rent spaces for parties. Just note, pools are cleaned daily in the summer, which might mean, brief interruptions, but overall, the amenities are a huge draw for families and active folks, making Barney Farms feel feel like a community where there's always something to do. For families, schools are a top priority, and Barney Farms delivers. The community is served by the Queen Creek Unified School District, known for its strong academic reputation. The crown jewel is Catherine Meacham Barney Elementary School, located right there, right on the peripheral of Barney Farms, serving pre-K through 6th grade. It opened in 2020. This school of choice offers an accelerated STEM curriculum, incorporating Project Lead the Way and leadership training based on Stephen Covey's 7 Habits. It ranks in the top 5% of Arizona public schools, with 70 to 74% of students proficient in math and 80 to 84% proficient in reading, far surpassing state levels, that often run in the 35 to 40%, respectively. With 819 students and a 20-to-1 student-teacher ratio, it's a vibrant, high-performing school. That's a big reason families are drawn here. Older kids attend Queen Creek Middle School and Queen Creek High School, both highly rated for academics and extracurriculars like sports and arts. Parents give these schools high marks for preparing students for college and fostering a supportive environment. The only catch, as Queen Creek grows, schools can get crowded, so check enrollment availability, or just know we still have that open enrollment where if you prefer a charter school or just one of the other schools outside of your boundary, that's usually pretty doable here in Arizona. Safety is another factor, and Queen Creek shines here. Barney Farm benefits from both Queen Creek's reputation as one of Arizona's safest towns, according to Area Vibes. Queen Creek's crime rates are significantly lower than the national average, with violent and property claims well below the typical U.S. figures. For example, the town scores high on livability, ranking better than 84% of the U.S. areas. Thanks to the low crime, the strong community feel, residents often describe Barney Farms as a place where kids can play outside and neighbors look out for each other. And as an added benefit, Queen Creek added its own police force just a few years ago, which provides just a warm, friendly, open communication with local law enforcement. Let's break down why Barney Farms is so appealing. First, the pros, of course, the amenities are top tier. Where else do you get a lake? There's an aquatic center. We didn't even dive into that, just across the street. Zip lines in one neighborhood. It's like living in a resort without the hefty price tag, of course. Home prices are competitive, which is a steal compared to, some areas like Scottsdale or Chandler. And Fulton Homes throws in premium features like granite counters, 10-foot ceilings, energy-efficient HVACs at no extra cost. Location is another win for Barney Farms. It's really close to Queen Creek Marketplace, which has, of course, your movie theater, your super Target, all just so much dining. You could go to a different place probably for a month every day of the week. Schnepp Farms. And huge plus for me is that it's on the north side of Queen Creek. And why is that such a big deal? Well, as I mentioned, Queen Creek is growing exponentially, which can create a little bit of struggle bus with traffic and congestion as they're working out the infrastructure. So being on the north side of it means that you can bypass or miss on a ton of that traffic situation, and you are just that much closer to the major freeways, getting on Highway 24, which will then take you to either the 202, the 60, which gets you over to the 101 and the 10. So that's a biggie. That plus alone can shave, easily 30 minutes off of your drive time, 30, 40 minutes if you're on the south side of Queen Creek. So if you're looking for affordability, luxury, family-friendly vibe, Barney Farms is absolutely worth checking out. But as I mentioned, no community is perfect, so let's talk cons. Barney Farms is still under development with construction ongoing as they build out those 1,700 homes I mentioned earlier. That means you might have to deal with noise, dust, temporary road closures, especially if you buy early. The side caveat to buying early, of course, is that builder will help push the home prices up throughout the span of the build out. So those that get in earlier usually have way better equity gains than the folks buying last. As I mentioned, the pools, of course, aren't heated, which would be a bummer, if you're really into swimming in the winter. But there is that aquatic center just across the road, which is unreal, incredible that Queen Creek just opened up. And then as a con, until Queen Creek figures out some of this rapid growth population, there's some infrastructure issues. It's projected for Queen Creek to nearly double by 2050. Another thing to keep in mind is public transit is limited. So you'll need a car. And as I mentioned earlier, the average commute time in Queen Creek is about 33 minutes, which is a little bit longer than the national average. So who's a potential ideal buyer for Barney Farms? This community is perfect for families who want top-rated schools, safe streets, and endless activities for kids. Young professionals might love the modern homes, the proximity, of course, to Phoenix's growing job market, especially in tech and healthcare. Retirees can enjoy the low-maintenance lifestyle and recreational amenities like the pickleball and walking trails. However, if you need walkable urban amenities or robust public transit, you might find Queen Creek a bit too suburban. Barney Farms is for those who want a blend of rural charm with some modern luxury and community. So if you're ready to take an in-person tour, be sure to message me. This is literally my backyard, and we have numerous clients that already own in Barney Farms and love their lifestyle there.